Well, hello everybody. How are we today? Leo here. We are out today in Pikeville, Kentucky. And there's a few places we wanted to hit while we're out here today. It's kind of a rainy old day, but we'll work with that. We'll do our stories in between the raindrops, you know what I mean? There is, like I said, a little dog park right here, and there's all kinds of stuff here. Believe it or not, it doesn't look like it, but there's all kinds of stuff here. There's horse stables and an amazing overlook. There's an RV park right up here. All kinds of very interesting little things to see and do. And you know, Halloween they had these big hay rides here, and you know, the city of Pikeville, they really try. They do try, and you know, they do quite a bit of it up here in this very spot. So we thought y'all bring me all up here and show you around a little bit. Let's go for a ride and check out Bob Amos Park. Dog park entrance, 30 pounds and over only. That don't seem very fair, does it? You're a little dog. Oh, I see. I see. There's another one over there for little dogs. I get it now. I get it. Big dog park. Little dog park. Yep. Dogs 30 pounds and under only. Right there on the sign. I thought that was kind of interesting. They have two dog parks. Little dogs, big dogs. I'm curious now. Dog poop bucket. Oh, check it out. It's tools to work on your bike. Ha! What's that? I'm curious now. A pump? That is wild looking. That is wild looking.
Overlook Event Center horseback riding scenic overlook. So apparently the park closes at 10. Who knew, right?
Okay, now this right here, as you can see, is the stables up here on top of the hill, and down there is, you know, the ball field and all the other stuff, some of the other stuff we showed you. What's up, baby doll? Now, I asked permission. There's a young lady here named Gracie, and I asked her if she'd be on the camera, but she didn't want to. She said no. Now, she gave me permission to go through, you know, show me who not to pet, because silver will bite. Okay. Now, the boys are on the far end. All of the girls, all the mares, are up on this end. Heifer. Hi, Heifer. How you doing, baby girl? How's your baby? Buffy. Buffy. Are you slaying that hay, honey? Buffy the hay slayer. Yeah. That's good stuff, ain't it, baby doll? That is really delicious. It looks really good. Breezy. Hi, Breezy. Look at that mane. Look at your mane. Yes, you're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. This one was Breezy. Hi, baby girl. Hi, honey. Now, Gracie, she said she'll be upstairs throwing hay. She said, so if it starts raining hay, that's what's going on. Look at that. Honeybee. Hello, honeybee. Hi, baby. You are gorgeous. Look at that. You are beautiful, puppy dog. Yes. You are a pretty girl. Honeybee. Okay, this is Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Hello. Man, you are a big girl, ain't you, Jenny? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant tall. Yeah, I know, honey. Oh, babies. Look at the bangs. Look at them bangs. You ain't seen nothing in years, have you? Bathrooms. Office. This is Dixie. Look at them braids. Hi, Dixie. Hello. It's lunchtime, isn't it? Hi, Dixie. The braids are really pretty. Okay. Freezers. Polly. Hi, Polly. Oh, you're pretty. Hello, Polly. Look at that lean neck. She looks very healthy, don't she? Yeah, you do. You look very healthy. Yeah, you look good. You look good. Is that delicious? Is that delicious? The way you're going at it makes it look really good. Can I have some? And that's where Becky just went up to get to the straw to throw it down to him. From here on down is the boys. And she said be careful because some of the boys may bite. This one is Thor. He's big, ain't he? Hi, Thor. Hello. How are you? Oh, somebody getting upset, kicking, ain't we? Hi, Thor. He's pretty, isn't he? Raining hay. The Godfather. Thought I was kidding, didn't you? The Godfather. Just trying to come up with like an Al Pacino quote here, but you know, I'll let y'all do that. This is The Godfather. Pretty, isn't he? Raider. Looky here. Hey, Raider. Hi, Raider. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? He's a big one, ain't he? Look at the thighs on him. He's a big boy. Now this is Teddy. Where'd Teddy go? There he is. And she said Teddy might nip. Hello, Teddy. I like your bangs. Hi, Teddy. Now this is Silver. She said Silver is definitely a biter. Look how pretty, though. You can see how he got his name, can't you? He's Silver. You are pretty. Even if you do bite from time to time. He is beautiful, isn't he? That is absolutely beautiful. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Most of the time. When you're not biting somebody, he's a good boy. Yeah. This is Cracker Jack scratching his butt. You need some help there, Cracker Jack? That was a pretty bad itch, wasn't it, buddy? Yeah, that was a bad itch, wasn't it? Had to get that. And, oh, missed a couple. No, that's right, Ranger. Let's see. Okay, we looked at Tank. I don't think we looked at Ranger yet. Look at that. Hello, Ranger. Hello. Look at that face. Look at that face. You're pretty. Yeah, you are. Let's see. No, I did Raider and did not look at Tank. This one is Tank. Hey, Tank. Hi, Tank. How are you, buddy? How is it? Yeah, how's Tank? Yeah, just one quick touch, just in case we're in a bitey kind of mood. He's beautiful, though. Look at that hair. Silver mane. Ranger. Hot Rod. Hey, Hot Rod. He's a big one too, ain't he? He looks like a hot rod. He looks like a hot rod, don't he?
Yeah.
He looks like he's very fast. I remember they used to do the Halloween things that'll walk through. She said they quit doing it, but you'd come in right through here and, you know, kind of go up and you could look at the horses and walk through the stables. And I'm turning it the other way. Beautiful though, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, by the way. You're a good boy, Tank. You're a good boy. We gotta stop and see Coconut on the way up too. The little one. Hey, Raider. Hey, Raider. We're like old buddies now. Remember we met a minute ago? We're like old friends now. Godfather. Got a deal for you you can't refuse. There we go. There's a quote. William. A horse named William. Bye-bye, Thor. You kind of look like a Thor with the braids. Yeah, you kind of look like a Thor. Polly, back into the girls again. On this end. Dixie. Hi, Jenny. Little Coconut's the one that seems to be, you know, wants you to pet her. Of course, they're all having lunch right now, so I'm sure that's like their biggest priority. Hi, Honeybee. Hi, Honeybee. How's that girl? You're a very pretty girl. Yes, you're a very pretty girl. Look at that. You are beautiful. Honeybee. Breezy. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Hi, honey. How are you? How's the girl? How's that little girl? Buffy. Little Coconut. Yeah, little Coconut just likes some attention. I'm hungry, but you can pet me. Yeah, it's a very sweet one. You're very sweet. Let's get on out of here. Head on up the road. We've still got some more stuff to do. We are headed that way. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a good day. Don't work too hard.
I won't.
Okay, moving on. You know, this right here, as you can see, is called Story Trail. It's a 1/4 mile walk. You can walk down through here, through the mountains, and it comes down all the way back down in the bottom. Back when they did the Halloween thing here, they did all of that, the hayride and all that, and you get out and walk down through all of this haunted stuff. That was pretty cool. The Peggy and Smokey Blankenship Handicap Trail. In memory of Peggy Leland Blankenship, wife and guiding light of designer and builder, dedicated 1991. Huh. I didn't know it was handicapped accessible. I did not know that. But you can, you know, it's a nice little trail. Go down little signs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Little hiking trail. But it's also handicapped accessible. I did not know that. Did not know that. Okay. This is, yeah, they take the horses and stuff walking down this way as well. Equestrian trail. You can take your horse, if your horse is in the stables, you can come up here and, you know, go take your horse for a ride. Okay, let's see. Next step is up this way. Headed around there. There's a unbelievably gorgeous overlook over there. That mountain on the other side over here, right over the hill I mentioned, that's Poor Farm Ridge. Right across the way over there. That's actually the name of it. Poor Farm Ridge. Interesting, isn't it? You know, the history behind a place. You know, you look at it now, it's so beautiful and pretty and countryside, and you know, just awesome place to come spend a day. You know, it's a park. And now this is the overlook up on top of the mountain that I mentioned to you guys. And Heather's got the puppy dogs out, letting them take a little pee break. Little drizzle, but not too bad. Check out that view. Just look at that. Now this is called the Pikeville Cut-Through project, just in case anybody's curious, and I'll show you why when we get right down here. But the river was diverted, and this was actually the second largest excavation, I think, after the Panama Canal. This is the second largest excavation in human history, if I'm not mistaken. This cut-through project, the dream of Dr. William C. Hambley, is the largest engineering feat in the U.S. and second in the world only to the Panama Canal. That's what I thought. It was started in 1973 and finished in 1987 at a cost of $77 million, excuse me. 18 million cubic yards of earth were moved. The project eliminated the disastrous flooding of the Big Sandy River by moving a 4-lane highway, a railroad, and a river through the mountain. Now, I'll show you real quick, since we're already up here, we can, you know, we did a video on this once before about Mr. Hambley, but I'll just kind of use this little gap right here. You see that road on the right? The river used to follow that. It went all the way back around behind that mountain, came out that way, and then down. If you look, you can see where the river's been moved. It's over here now on this side of the highway. All of this stuff has been dug out, and they shot the river straight down right through that way. When I mentioned the Poor Farm, you see that intersection right down there? If you pull off to the right there and go up that little road, that's where the old Poor Farm Cemetery is. But that is a heck of a view, is it not? The second largest excavation in history. Biggest in America. Wild, isn't it? And pretty. Although it looks like you probably wouldn't want to fall, would you? Might take you a minute, might hurt a little bit. Of course, I guess it's not, they say it's not the fall that gets you, it's that first sudden stop. But check this out. Really pretty on a misty day, isn't it? That was unnerving. I kept thinking, pull your camera back in, idiot. You're going to drop it over the hillside. It's somehow in the back of your head. You know how that is. Don't drop the camera. Little lodge up there. Check out that view. Very pretty place. Now this here's the little lodge above the overlook right there. And a little information and stuff. 22 million. And you can see where they were working on it. There's Mayor Hambley right there. Look at that. We are right up here off that point looking down that way. That valley right here, going that way, is that valley. That's it right there. Now you can see the cutout rock is that one and that one over there. That is wild though, isn't it? That they actually moved it, and you can see before how the river went around town and came back down. This spot right in here would be about right in there. And after it was done, they diverted the river down this way and made all of this, closed that in. They filled this part, left this as a big pond right there. And they got theaters, Riverfield Theater, and all kinds of stuff that they've actually reused the land that that they got. Once they diverted the river, they salvaged the land and reused it. Randall McCoy from The Feud, he had a boat crossing about right in here somewhere, Chloe Creek, after he got old and, you know, all that after The Feud. He actually was a ferryman. Randall McCoy was a ferryman and operated a ferry right there. Wild, isn't it? Randall McCoy from The Feud retired and, you know, operating a ferry to cross the river. And I mean, you know, theoretically you're getting what, a penny a person, something like that, 1800s. You know, you're getting a penny per person or something along those lines to take people across the river. Wild, isn't it? No bridge, you have to have a ferry. And we got a bridge now, don't we? Well, I guess you don't need a bridge if you move the river, do you? Look at the view from the lodge. This was opened. I don't know if it's, well, it could just be today's Sunday. That's probably it. Look what a view. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, moving on. Look at that. You need to plug something in? The wasps might have something to say about that.
Well, it looks like it's going to keep raining, so we're going to go ahead and end this part of the video. But thanks for coming with us, and we hope you got to see some things that you hadn't seen before, and you had a good time. And
yeah, hope you enjoyed our little video and coming along with us today out to Bob Amos Park. A little bit of a rainy day, but
all right, well,
we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming along.
Heather and Leo out.